sorted over here away from all the hot steamy action. Right, what am I doing? Let me get a chat and everything up. I'm unorganised, but I may just get the chat and everything up. Volume down. I've got quite a lot of ironing, so it's probably going to take me a while. It'll probably take me a wee while to get through it, but it needs done. It needs done. There we are, guys, now. Let me... Live chat. Live chat. There we are. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to have this chilled coffee, caramel macchiato. Brought it up. And then we'll get started. How is everyone? I hope you've been okay. Hope everyone's doing fine. Better. So if I've got water in the iron, I haven't. Where's my iron water? There's some. So I'm trying this today. This was what I got from Home Bargains, the Unstoppables fabric freshener. I'm going to be using this today. I like the smell of the blue one the best, the Unstoppables, the blue one. That's my favourite. But let me get water in this iron and we'll get started. Because I've no clothes left. I've run out of clothes. I'm going to do the ironing. And then I'll have nice fresh bedding. That'll change my bed on Friday. So I'll do the bedding nice. There we go. That shall do the now. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Oh, I'm nearly pulling the iron over. Make sure it's not next to the socket. Thingy ready, and then we can get to it. Right, let's begin. I do have a tumble dryer, but I'm not putting it on because it's way too noisy and I want to be able to hear you talking. Funny that, if I've got a tumble dryer on, I won't be able to hear you. I know, I'm crazy. Listen, look, I've been going through some stuff recently again. I think it's a nervous breakdown or something. I think something's happening to me anyway. Let me smell this. Oh aye, that smells lovely. Yes, that smells really nice. Is it as good as my other ones? Maybe it's not as strong as the other ones I use, but maybe that's a good thing. You can never smell your own clothes, can you? It's weird. You can smell other people's, but you can't smell your own. It's craziness. So, me and the grandson, we'd made everybody's Christmas presents this year. Yeah, he was up to his neck in glitter the other day. I think he thought it was actually sand, but shiny sand. He was mashing it like that into my carpet and stuff. It was like a lot of glitter was flying about. But yeah, he made people's Christmas presents. I'll be able to show you them when I'm in the living room next, because they're on the fireplace drying at the moment. Last year we made calendars, remember? That was tricky, trying to keep the chunky crayon out his mouth. I remember that. The calendars he made last year, but these things that he's made are beautiful. Sparkly, Christmassy. That's better. Yeah, let me squish. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I do like it, but I don't feel like it as much as my Avon ones that I use. It is nice. It smells like just the blue, what's it smell? Yeah, I can't smell it. Maybe it's just I'm nose blind. You know how sometimes that happens to you? You just get nose blind. Nose blind to the smell of your own house and all that. It's weird that happens to you. That's how a lot of now, God bless the man. There was a man in Asda yesterday, and I did feel dead sorry for him, but you could tell that he hadn't had a good wash in a while. It was a wee shame. And he had a big husky dog. I felt that sorry for the man. Do you know what I mean? And he probably can't smell himself like I can't smell that. Maybe I'm stinking. I shouldn't be. I use enough products and I wash regular, but it was a wee shame for him. And then when he went out and he had his wee dog with him, do you know what? I'm going to leave the bed until last because I think I'll use my other stuff for my bedding. Yeah, I'll use my other stuff for my bedding. So I like it to smell really nice, my bed. So I put a wee video up this morning of me making my bee. My bee is up on the wall. Let's show you. My bee is up on the wall. Isn't it lovely there? With all the flowers round about it. So that was lovely Ashley that had got me that kit. So I put a wee video up this morning. I don't know how good the video is. It was more difficult than I thought, the punch bee. You know, it wasn't, it's not as easy as what you think. But I think it turned out nice. I think it's nice. It goes nice there. It suits being there. I just wish I wasn't frightened of bees. I was watching, there's a kids programme that I was watching. I was going to say my grandson was watching it, but I was watching it too. I was getting right engrossed as well. And it was this Canadian girl, and she was talking about bees. And she was talking about how, mind Sophie was telling me that the dance and all this kind of stuff, and Sophie's going, but the dance, they're dead cute. Hannah, good morning. And I watched this, and sure enough, there was loads and loads of bees. It was creeping me out. And you could see a couple of the bees were like doing this wee dance. And the dance is to the other bees is telling the bees whereabouts there's flowers, how far away these flowers are and all the rest of it. You know, and I suppose it's cute, but I still can't. It's a deep phobia I've got. If I was a wee girl, I just can't. I would never harm a bee, don't get me wrong, but I'm still frightened of them. I just wish I wasn't frightened of them, but I am frightened of bees. But that's a lovely bee. I mean, I've got bee stuff here. I've got a lot of bee things in my wee cupboard. I've got my bee butter dish and all that in there. I'll maybe show you it. I'll show you it. I'll take you over and show you it. Yeah, the wiggle dance, that's right, Hannah. It's called the wiggle dance. And I suppose that's cute and all, but I'm still terrified. I'm still frightened of the bloody things. Right, I'll show you my wee bee things in here. I'll turn you round. See, you've got wee bees on my jug there, and then at the back I've got cups with the bees on it, and then I've got this. Miniatures of Bacardi, Buckfast and all the rest. I've got all my wee things in there. That's all my Christmas plates and stuff. And then my Christmas cookie jars and things. Get away there, wee fruit fly. I hate them. My wee doggy. So I've got a lot of things with bees. I've got a lot of things, but I just wish I wasn't frightened of them. But see, while I'm up, I'll go and get that spray. Oh. Go and lie down, Mr. Moik. Poor Mr. Moik. On your beddy. Oh, I'll show you the Christmas decorations while I'm in here. Right, but you can't tell, MD, right? You can't tell the mummy or anything like that. Wait till you see these beauties that we made. Look. It's Martin, I think good morning. Look what we made, everybody. He done the glitter, and we chose all different colours. There's a green one. This is my one. It's got white glitter. Sophie wanted a purple one. So we made all these the other day. We made these for people for their Christmas. The place was covered. He had glitter all around his mouth. He had glitter everywhere. There was glitter. But you know, he had a good time, and I had fun as well. Let's face it. I love being up to my neck in glitter. Right, what one will I get? Because I think I want something else. What one is this? Lavender. Right, that's it. We'll do the lavender. I feel like lavender today. Oh, my God, wait till I sit down. Yeah, so I busted my foot as well. So it's been eventful. Let me just say that. The past few days have been I've not been able to get on. This is the first I've been able to get on. I've been thinking about you and all that. I've just not been able to get on. See, by the time I had like tidied up and all the rest of it, I was just wanting to go to my bed. I've been feeling quite a slump recently. But when I've got the wee fella, I'm dead happy. You know what I mean? He brightens up my day, so he does. We have lots and lots of fun. He's dancing great too. You want to see his dancing? And he's up with his head, he's doing a bit of head banging while he's dancing. It's fantastic. How are you? Yes, Martin Pink, how are you? Rafi girl, good morning. Good morning, I never seen you coming in. Good morning. Yeah, so we're already doing Christmas stuff. My leg. Here, everybody was upset, remember, that I had busted out the autumn decor. Now I'm showing you I've been making Christmas presents. People are really going to hate me. They're going to be like, her again? Right. Oh, thank you, Ears Martingle Pink. I'm better when I see your wee faces. Right, what one will I use for this? I think I'll use my lavender. I love the smell of lavender. I do love, yeah, I love that smell. Maybe need to get more of that actually. I keep going back to my Avon ones, my linen sprays. Have you been with your mum this weekend? Oh, listen, Ashley bought me a pool. And I'm talking, she bought me a real pool, like a huge pool. So I'm not going to be able to put it out my side, but I'm going to need to keep it till next year and then I can maybe put it in the garden. It's massive. It's a massive, and thank you so much for sending me. I really do appreciate it. The pool, but it's not going to fit out there. It's huge. It could fit like 12 people or something like that. And I'll need to get a hose to fill it because it's going to take a lot of filling that. And it's starting to get cold now. But I really do appreciate you sending me it, Ashley. It was a very, very kind thing to do. I might buy myself another adult bath. See, it's an adult bath, my old pool. And that way you can put hot water and stuff in it. And it's like insulated, so it keeps it warm. It keeps the water warm. So I might have to get myself a new adult bath. Because listen, I'm going to miss it if I don't. But the big pool won't go to waste. I'll have that up next year when we get, hopefully if we get a summer, we can bust that out and get it either out the front or the back. I don't know what would be best. It might actually be best in the front because the front's kind of level. So it is. So it might be out in the front next year. But it's very, very kind thinking about me like that. I've got a bruise in my leg as well. I don't know where I got the bruise, to tell you the truth. I don't know if I got the bruise with coming out of the bath. It didn't hurt me. I don't know where the hell I've got this bruise. But see, I'm lifting prams in and out the car, so I'm like, where did I get that? Where did I get that bruise? I'm not phoning about or anything like that at the weekend. Well, that's a lie, because I fell out the pool, didn't it? So technically I'm falling about. Oh. But it's getting darker in the mornings. Do you know, and I'm happy about it. I'm just going to straight up tell everyone I'm happy. It's getting darker in the mornings. Because yesterday morning when I went to get the wee fella, it was dark and I was like, oh, that just means autumn's coming in. So I was getting that lovely autumny feeling. So I was, hold on there. Right, so that was me just managing to put a video up this morning, my bee one. I managed to get that up this morning. My life is so busy recently, this is the thing. Busy, but I done my hair last night because I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it not being vibrant pink. So I done that yesterday, I got that done, so I feel myself. I didn't feel myself, see, with the other colour hair, I just did not feel like me anymore. It wasn't a nice feeling at all. I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm glad that it's back to pink. It's funny how wee things like that set you off, isn't it? No, I wasn't bothered. See, when I had no hair, say that I had bigger problems when I had no hair. do you know, my hair was dead long too. See, before the cancer, my hair was away down here. I had really long hair, so I did. And I remember thinking, oh, I'm going to lose all my hair, and that's the only nice thing about me. So this self-loathing has been back for a while. Do you know what I'm saying? It's been back for a while. I'm working on it. But the good thing is, like, I've got the wee grandson, and he loves me, and I know that he loves me. And that makes me feel like $1 million, just that there. And I love all of yous as well. Yous have no idea how much yous all mean. Yous play a huge part in my life as well. I love yous all so much. I love seeing your wee faces. I miss it. See, when I'm not on, I worry about yous. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Did I bring a bobble in here to put my hair up because it's starting to annoy me? Yes, I did. There, see, I knew I'd done something. Better take a drink of the energy drink and caffeine. That's what's happening. Let me just chuck this hair up because I'm starting to overheat. It's not going to be the best ponytail or that, but it's going to be out my face, so yeah. There, I look like a Smurf or something like that, don't I? I look only as pink. Oh. These wee fruit flies are driving me nuts. I don't know where the hell they're coming for the drains. I don't know if you knew that. They come out up the bloody drain, these bloody things, the fruit flies. They're annoying. And see my zapper, I've got one of the lamps that you put on, and the flies are like, oh, blue light, and they fly into it and get zapped. Fruit flies don't care about it. The fruit flies are the honey badger of the fly world. That's what they are. The fruit flies are the honey badger of the flies. Honey badgers don't care. Honey badgers are crazy. Have you watched the honey badger? Or see if you haven't watched the honey badger thing, you should. Look at it run. Oh, it's hilarious. Do you know, I'm going to put a link to it because if you want a wee laugh, you can watch this. It's brilliant. Honey badger don't care. The honey badger just takes what it wants. It's great. I'm going to give you a wee link to it, right, and you can watch it. It's only 3 minutes. It's only 3 minutes long, but oh my God, I love it. And I've subbed to the guy. The guy's funny as anything, so he is. Right, watch this, right, and it'll give you a wee laugh. Honey badger don't care. Honey badger just takes what it wants. Honey badgers are very fearless, I'll tell you that. Honey badgers go head to head with lions. That's honey badgers for you. They've do you know what? They've got wee man syndrome. That's what they've got. They're the Jack Russells. That's what they're like. My Jack Russells are like honey badgers. They don't care what size of dog it is. I see them. I've seen the Poppy like being woof at the window, like, and there's like 3 big huge German shepherds. And Poppy's like woof, and a wee bit of fluff like that's on her back sticking up. That's meant to terrify other dogs. Honey badger just takes what it wants. Hilarious. And the thing is, I've watched honey badgers a lot because I used to watch my safari programme. I don't even know if that's still on. It might be. It started to go downhill, so it did. But it was safari, and it was from the something sands, the Sabi Sands in South Africa, and they done a safari every morning and then every evening, just as it was getting dark. And I loved that. I was right. I never missed that. That I used to watch that every morning and every evening. I used to watch that safari show. It was great, and there was a good group of people on it, and then they kind of ruined it. So they did. But there used to be a programme on in the UK that I loved, and I know my sister-in-law loved it as well, and it was called The Big Cat Diaries. And it was great. and it showed you like lions, leopards and cheetahs really, but it showed you other animals as well, so it did. But you kind of fell in love with some of the animals, and some of them died and stuff like that, you know, and it was a wee shame and stuff, but that's life, and they can't. And the thing is, I thought I could never do that. If the guides see like an animal in distress and things like that, they can't intervene. It's like Star Trek. It's like Star Trek, the wild. You're not allowed to intervene in anything that's happening. You just got to watch it. That's the downfall. But oh my God, these people that have lives like that. Have you ever thought that to yourself? I do it all the time. I don't know if it's just a normal thing or if I'm just crazy. But I watch people and I think, oh God, see to have their life. It must be amazing. Must be. I've had a hard life. I'm not even going to kid you on. My life has been hard for the minute I was born. Basically, it's been a hard life for me. I've not had it easy at all. And you're always thinking to yourself, right, I've had all that, surely it's time now for good stuff to happen. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on the good stuff. See if I get my play button, I'll be like, right, okay. Do you know, it's no that I want like 100,000 subscribers. It's the actual play button I would love. I'd love just for an ornament. Do you know what I mean? I'd love it just to hang in my hallway. For people to come into the house and I could display it as soon as they walked in the front door, and there's my YouTube button. I'd love it. One day, here, maybe one day I'll do a video that everybody will like. maybe one day I'll do something that's alright for everyone. It all started with Mr. Mikey, my channel. I put a video of Mr. Mikey with the squirrel. See, watching that, it's a wee bit sad for me watching that, because he was like a fit young boy, so he was. It's so hard seeing your animals get older. That's the only thing, isn't it? And you always say to yourself, never again, I would never get another, because you can't cope with the heartache. But there's always a wee life out there that needs a good home. That's what I think. Needs a good home, a home that the people love it and stuff. That's how I get sucked into more animals. There was one, I swear this is true, there was one time, it was in the old house, right, and every bit of clothing that I had, my mother gave me, right. I had nothing. Makeup, as I said, I'd look at a wee dodgy eyeshadow palette, I had a wee pencil, that, you know, I never had anything like that. But listen, we were sponsoring the bloody dolphins, the tigers, the birds, and there was something else we were sponsoring, I can't mind what. There was another thing, there was 4 things that they were all right, the tigers and everything were all fine. But listen, I had no drawers. I was going to be commando. And not through choice, just because I never had anything. But they were all right, the tigers and that. But here, wait, I tell you the truth. I mean, this is absolutely true. This is one of the reasons I stopped supporting the tigers, because their PR, whoever was in their PR at the time, needs sacked. I'm sitting in the house and the post comes and it's a letter, and see on the front of the letter it had real crushed tiger bones inside. That was on the letter. So that's went through the whole postal service, and somebody's thought, see that? Beep. Look at that. This woman's got, this crazy woman here, she's got actual tiger bones inside this envelope. She is one sick puppy, her. Sick. Right? And I was like, oh my God. Like that. And I opened it, and the letter said, I bet you were shocked with the envelope. Well, it's even more shocking what they do with the tigers. And I thought, how dare you display that? That's like they joke things you can get, like used knickers or something like that, and they've got a wee bit of knicker hanging out, you know, for a laugh. But that wasn't a laugh to me. That's been through the whole postal service, with people thinking that I've actually got ground tiger bloody bones. And I was sponsoring them. I was sponsoring them at the time. So their PR people needed a speaking to, because that backfired on them, because I thought, I'm not having any more of the letters coming through my door. What's going to be next? Who's going to be next? I bet you were shocked. Ah, you're no kidding, I was shocked. No kidding. But that postman and everybody's going to go to see that, who's there? Tiger bones. Some kind of aphrodisiac. That's what these sick people think. No, and that why do men do that? And it's more than I've never known a woman to do this, right? So, guys, I'm not just singling you out. Aye, if you have these tiger bones now, it's going to make you perform better. Do you not think they're maybe just rubbish at performing? Do you know how maybe that they think they're going to have these tiger bones and be like an absolute stud? I don't know who thinks that, but that's been thinking, oh, I'm going to have these tiger bones and my manhood is going to be like a 12-incher. I don't think so. Craziness. I've never seen a woman going like, you know what I need to do? I need to get some tiger bones just to get things going down there. Get things happening. Not once. Not once have I ever heard that. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. It's bloody true. We're two different species. Who thinks that's it? That tiger's getting it because I need my manhood to be better. Poor tigers, they were getting it. Anyway, so I stopped sponsoring tigers. But that was the time that the kids, oh, the wee dolphins. Oh, Mum, look on, we saved the dolphins. And they used to put these ads on during the kids' cartoons. So they go, oh, Mum, we need to look at the wee dolphins. And they've always got poor dolphins trapped in dolphin nets and stuff like that. Fishing nets, thrashing about. Oh, Mum, we need to save them. All right. And you get a free toy. So, all that happened. I'm a sucker, I suppose. And we sponsored them for a good long while. Eventually I had to say, look, I've not got any money anymore. See if I get money again, I'll come back to sponsoring you, but for now I can't. Aye. And the kids didn't bother. It was me that got all the letters about the bloody tigers and stuff. Terrible what they do to them, mind you. And you just hope that the money that you give goes to that. That's what I don't like. I don't like the thought of giving money and it not going to what it was meant to go to, if you know what I mean. Too many con people, you see. Too many con. But this was a way back before mobile phones. No, I never had a mobile phone or nothing back then. Simpler times. And that's what I said the other week, which is amazing. And if you watch it again, just look, it's an amazing thing. When you watch back to Live Aid, when Live Aid happened, right? And the whole crowd, like, I like to watch Queen because Queen's performance was amazing. And the whole crowd is just people's hands and stuff like that, and people all having a good time. Not a mobile phone in sight. See, nowadays, that's all you would see would be people's phones like that. And I thought, God, what a simpler time it was back then. And I'll tell you, I dread to think what my childhood would have been like if I had a mobile phone and my mum was checking up on me. Because I was always at places I wasn't meant to go. There's a pipeline, right? This is true, and this is just how crazy we were, right? We were crazy. There's this huge big pipeline, right? Down the Glen, see where I took you for, you see the dovecot down there? The pipey, we called it, right? There's this big pipeline, and it goes over a burn, and it is a real drop. I don't think you would die if you fell down. Hold on, Poppy. But you definitely break, so unless you banged your head. If you banged your head, you would die, but you definitely break something if you fell off that pipeline. We used to just walk along it for fun. Just walk on top of it for fun. We used to do things like that. My mum, I'll tell you, my mum would have been, I'd have been grounded. I get grounded a lot. And my mum and dad, see if they grounded me, it would be like for 2 weeks at a time and stuff like that. I mean, I suppose they were more protective of me because they, you know, the things that were wrong with my foot and all that, my back. So they were probably a bit more protective of me, but I get grounded a lot. So I can't even imagine what it would be like for kids nowadays to try and be doing things on the fly. I'm staying, and I don't know many times I was staying at my pal's house and she was meant to be staying at my house. We were away camping, getting drunk. Camping. Marydown cider. Listen, I cannot even smell cider to this day. See, to this day, I cannot even, and even apple juice, I don't really like because of the experience. We drank bottles and bottles of this cider called Marydown. It was cheap as anything, and it came in like 2 litre bottles. Right, it came like bottles like that of this cider, and we all got absolutely hammered in this. Right, ill fawn about the place and all the rest of it. And then the next day, I woke up with the most terrible hangover. And see, when I went for a pee, it smelled like the cider, the Marydown cider. It was giving me the bulk. So to this day, I cannot with the cider. It just gives me the. There's probably everybody. There's a drink that they're like that, but with me, it's cider. I can't. Smell it. See, back in the day, you didn't realise that alcohol's got a kind of delayed reaction. That you could drink like a lot of booze right now in a wanner, and you wouldn't feel anything for a good 5-10 minutes, and then you'll be hammered. That was me. I was that person. Oh, I can down that. Look, I'm not even drunk. And then 10 minutes later, I'm like flowing about in ditches. Exactly what I worry about with my kids. Oh, they're in a ditch. Because I used to be in the ditch. They're in a ditch, so they are making bad choices. Oh, God knows how I survived. I suppose it's a miracle that we survived. Because don't forget, our cots and stuff like that were all painted with lead paint. We stayed in houses with asbestos and mould and all, you know. So it's amazing, we survived. What spray did I put on this? I can't even remember. Put this one on it. But it's good to get on to talk to yous. I'm going to get some knitting done today as well. I'm going to knit. Do you know, see, after this, I might just sit in my room. I like sitting in my room because it's a nice wee breeze that comes in my bedroom window. And I like to sit in there and do my knitting and then lie down and watch YouTube stuff, shenanigans that are going on. Oh, there was a trial. I thought the trial was starting yesterday, but it didn't. If you're into trials, it's going to start. I don't know when it's going to start. It should be soon. And it's about this 19-year-old girl. Now, when I was 19, I had my own flat. I was working, I had my own flat and everything like that when I was 19. I got married at 19 as well, right? So I was a big girl. But you're an adult when you're that age. But she was at school and she fell pregnant, right? She said she didn't know that she was pregnant. So she fell pregnant and all the rest of it. And then one day she had a really painful backache and her mum took her to the hospital. And you see her in the CCTV footage running to the toilet and she's holding her bum like this. And she goes into the toilet. She's in the toilet for 20 minutes and she comes out. And when she comes out, one of the nurses goes in and has a look and there's like mess everywhere, if you know what I mean, all over the place. Red mess. Don't know if I'm allowed to say that word, but red mess everywhere. And they were like, oh my God, what's happened? And then they looked in the bin and she gave birth and she said it was a stillborn, but I don't know. That's what the trial's going to be about. That. So, and if like, say people don't want babies, there's a lot of places. In fact, I think that hospital was one of the hospitals, no questions asked. Just if you've got a baby that you don't want, just bring the baby here, and we'll deal with the baby. Do you know what I'm saying? Green Rose, good morning. Yeah, and so I think she knew that she was pregnant, Green Rose. I think she definitely knew she was pregnant. And I think maybe she done something to the baby. So that's going to start. But her mum's like she's 19, but she's an adult. I mean, as I said, when I was 19, I was married. I had my own house. I had a full-time job. All the rest of it. So You know, listen, you're 19, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. At the end of the day, you know what's right and you know what's wrong. And she knew what was right and what was wrong. And even if something would have happened, like stillbirth wise, do you not think you would shout or say to somebody, look, something's happened in the toilet, I need help, I need help. But that's going to be an interesting one to watch. Her defence is the lawyer says they gave her morphine and that's what happened to the baby. But people get morphine and have babies fine. You know, I mean, it's. But I like to watch my trials. I must admit. And the suitcase one, that's coming up as well. I'll be glued to that. Listen, I've been talking about me. How are you? What's going on in your lives? I really am interested. I'm not just interested in what I'm doing. I'm interested in your lives as well. What's been going on? Is there anything I can help you with at all? Look at my trousers now. This is the kind of stuff I wear. Look, bleach stained trousers. Bleach. And do you know what? I still wear them. I still wear my trousers that get bleach on them. Remember the guy at the petrol station to say they liked my style? Alright. Oh, my bleached trousers and that. My style. My style from Asda. Oh, you've got to laugh. Oh, and what laptop did you get, Smart Tingle Pippers? You sent it back? What happened? I like your style, Smart Tingle Pippers. Your style's way better than mine. Oh my goodness, Green Rose. How was your holiday? Was it good though? I always get the holiday blues. See, especially when I go to America, when I go to Florida and I come home, I'm not right for a good few weeks. I miss it terrible. In fact, every time I've been to Florida, I've been crying packing my stuff because I want to stay there. What was wrong with you? What was happening there, Martin? Go pick me your laptop. Oh, that's rubbish if they've sent you the wrong thing. I'm glad you sent it back. Oh, Green Rose, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. It's the cost of living and everything's absolutely terrible. Do you know what I was going to buy? I like a drink called Bovril, right? It's like a beef broth kind of drink that you drink, right? And it's lovely. It's kind of got spice in it and stuff. And I really, really like that. And I was in Asda the other day. £4 for a jar. Now that used to be like £1.20 or something like that, right? It was £4 for a wee jar. So I didn't buy it. I thought, I can't even afford Bovril anymore. I would come to live with you in a second. Here's Martin go pick, and we would I'd bring my big pool. We get the pool in your garden. Wouldn't that be great? My Green Rose, can you imagine the fun? Oh, it'd be great fun. I would need to go to your charity shop and all that. That's where I would need to go. And we could get skates. We could get I would need all the gear, the same gear that you've got. Anita, all the protective stuff. Cause I'd be down a lot. I'd be down. I would definitely be down. But oh aye, Thailand would be beautiful. It's so expensive here for everything. It's shocking. £4 for Bovril. I cannot get over that. In fact, I never even told my kids. I need to tell them how took back I'm at that. I would need it. I would need the whole thing. Do you know what I'm waiting on? Right, I've not heard anything, so it could be just an asshole. A few weeks ago, I got an email, right, saying it was one of these smart bikes, a smart bike. we're for this smart bike company. We would like to send you a bike. Right, and I was like, oh, I batter in then, send me the bike. Now, I'm thinking about myself with this motorised bike going up that street. It's not going to be good. I'm going to be off the bloody thing. See if they send it, that is going to be a video. I'm going to need to get Peter to video that because I'll be down. I'll be on the road. Me and a smart bike. Listen, it may be the best thing ever. I might be smart biking it round the locks and stuff like that. I might be driving places with a smart bike and just like biking it. Yeah, everything's just rubbish, isn't it, Green Rose? I know it is. I mean, I can't even defend the UK. It's just went downhill, and even a lot of the people, they're miserable. I don't know if it's just us up here in Scotland, but miserable. Just everybody's dead miserable all the time. There's nothing good happening. Everything's absolute rubbish. Your pedal bike is amazing. See, you can go out. It's been a long time since I've been on a bike. The last time I was on a bike was in America, and I remember, then I was nearly off it. I was nearly off it then. Can you imagine me in a motorised thing flying up that street? It's got to be a spectacle. Raffy girl, you and your mum and that can stand at your window and watch me. Like up the street with this motorised thing. It's quite a blue, but I've not heard from them. So maybe they've just went, you know what, no, we're not going to give her it. We'll give it to somebody prettier than her, because it's going to be a hot mess. It's going to be a hot mess. Do you know, I'm going to need to be, see, my white tops go a funny shade, so I'll iron it this time, but next time I'll need to bleach it to try and get it white. Bleach. Yeah, I know. It's Green Rose, you've got us anyway. Listen, you're never alone. You're never alone. You've got us if you ever need to talk about anything. Not live, obviously, like off camera or whatever. We're here. You can talk to us about anything. I might not have the best things to say, but I'm always here. I'm always here. But yeah, when I go to Florida, and even the people, honest to God, have a nice day and stuff like that. No, that's just normal over there. Here, you're lucky if somebody gives you your change or anything like that. Slap it down. It's just miserable. And as I say, we've not had a summer this year, Green Rose. We've not had a summer. We had a week or a week and a half of nice weather away back in May. And then the whole of the kids' school holidays, it's just poured down every single day. Well, you've seen me with my pool in the rain. So it's... And then, as I say, the Bovril, £4 for Bovril. Here's my single pint. I'm the same at the moment. Do you know, maybe it's just the change in season and stuff like that. Because that's, I think, seasonal depression people get. I've got, do you know, the good thing is on the 1st, so I think that's a week and Friday, I've got my astrology again, so I'll be able to take these out on a Friday night. We can go to the astrology class. I'm really looking forward to it. I've missed it, and there's been a lot going on with Elon Musk and all the rest of it, so I'm looking forward to getting back to that, because it's a lovely wee thing that I can do on a Friday. It makes me happy, just going and listening to things. A lot of it goes over my head, I'm not kidding, but my grass is, see my grass, it's like a swamp out there. It's like a bloody swamp. A swamp. Look, there's my wee skirt. I had my wee skirt on, mind that on Saturday I was waiting on a visitor coming up. Wore my wee skirt and everything. Poppy. I can hear her ready to come. See? Poppy, come here. Listen to her, she's going crazy. Wait a minute. Poppy, come here. Poppy. Come here. See how my dogs listen to every word I say? She's in the zone. She's in the zone. There's no point. Do you know, I don't even watch the news anymore. There you are. I used to watch the news all the time. I used to have the 24-hour news on. I can't even watch it anymore. I just get down. He's lifting up. That's what it's like with animals. Poppy, come here. Come here. She's not listening. Oh yeah, we're always here. Listen, it's good to know that I've got people that I can talk to, and I want you to feel the same, that you have got me to talk to. Because sometimes you need that. Sometimes you need even somebody that's not in your immediate family. You just need somebody to talk to. Sometimes I feel as if I don't want to burden my family with any more my nonsense. Do you know what I mean? They go through a lot with me, I suppose. I'm a lot to handle. It's the name then. It's the name. Poppy is mischief. Mischief is poppies. Poppies are just mischievous creatures. I'll be watching my brother's CAT in October again. I love watching her. Flashy. She's so cute. She's only a wee kitty as well. She's no big. And she was a wee cat that nobody wanted. Wait, I'll tell you a wee sad story about Flashy. She was a wee cat that somebody just put out. Some horrible person just dumped it out. Didn't want it anymore. And it kept going to my brother's house, and my brother was like feeding it, and they started to love the wee Flashy. And nobody came for the cat or anything like that, so they decided, right, we'll take it to the vet, get it checked out. And it came back that there was a microchip in her, and they found the owners of Flashy. And my brother was like gutted. He was like, oh God, he says, and we fell in love with her. So they phoned up these people and they went, oh, we don't want the cat, just give it to them. So that's how they get Flash. And every time I go up and I see wee Flash, I'm thinking, how could somebody do that, a beautiful wee cat like that? How could somebody just go, do you know what, we don't want it anymore? That's the kind of folk that I don't want to be involved with, people that can do that to animals. Poor wee Flashy, she's such a good wee kitty as well. She's so beautiful. Yeah, well, she went to a good home. She gets everything she wants. She gets prawns. A.S. Martin Pink, do you give your CATs prawns? So she knows that the prawns, they put the prawns in the microwave. See, she's spoiled. Put prawns in the microwave. Heat it up for her and all this, right? And she knows, and she goes right up to the microwave and things like that. She knows that she gets all these goodies. And my brother and his wife, they've never had any kids. So Flashy is their baby. That is their baby, is Flashy. So I take good care of her anyway, but she knows her Auntie Linda. When I go up, I take good care of her. As I say, I love dogs and I love CATs. I love all animals, really. The only thing I'm not keen on is wasps and bees. Yeah, well, she gets prawns in the microwave. She knows that she's a posh cat. But she's well looked after. But she likes to go out. She goes outside as well. So sometimes she brings home. Yes, Martin Pink, has yours ever brought home presents? Flashy's brought home lots of mice. Some of them dead and some of them still alive. She's brought in a robin, a bird. She's brought in a robin into the house. So, oh my God. Sometimes my brother and his wife, they spend the whole day trying to find a bloody mouse that's come in. Yeah, but see, Flashy thinks it's a present. She thinks, look what I've got, he's a mouse. That's what they do. It's instinct. That's what they do. That's what cats do. But aye, she's a lovely wee thing. I can't believe some people would do that to a wee kitty like that. She's so gorgeous. Green Rose, do you know what's worse? A live mouse, because remember I had the mouse that we named the virus, because I'm not allowed to say that word on here. I had that mouse, remember? And I had to close the living door. I bought the humane catchers. In fact, I gave my brother one of them. The humane mouse catcher that you put a wee bit of food in, the mouse goes in and a wee trap door comes down. And remember I caught wee, I can't say its name, the wee mouse. So that was the whole thing, because I had the couch pulled out and everything, but they're smart. They can hide themselves in wee holes. That was Poppy that brought that into the house, believe it or not. And in the old house, I can't believe this as well, in the old house, I'd sitting in the living room and I heard my son going, "Who done that? Who done it?" And I thought, oh God, the dog's went and made a mess, in the room. And he shouts, Mum, there's a dead bird in here. And I shouted back, "Are you sure?" Right, I think if there's a dead bird, probably, but there you are, that's what I shouted. "Are you sure?" He said yes, and I went in and it was a big fat starling, and it was lying on its back with its legs in the air. Right, there was no red stuff or anything like that, so Poppy's obviously just killed it. And I'm thinking, I can't imagine my Poppy with that huge bird in her mouth. That's Jack Russells though. Jack Russells are great for that kind of thing. And she'd a big fat starling. What else has she had? She's had a couple of things, Poppy. She's flying. Oh my God. Yes, that's worse. There you are, that's worse. Waking up to that. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Although, I better tell you this as well. I think I've told you this before, but this was horrible. It must have been like a Friday or Saturday. I like to change my bed at the weekend, right? So I'd have screamed as well. I changed my bed. My bedding was all beautiful and all ready for me. And I went for my bath and put my nice clean jammies on, went into my bed. And Poppy's at the back. Maybe sometimes she kind of digs the bed and things like that to get comfy. And she'll twirl around, and then she'll just sit down like that. So there was all this happening behind my back and I wasn't thinking anything about it, right? And I put my hand around like that to clap her, and all I could feel was goo. And I was like, what the heck? And I turned round, and it was one of the fat balls that I put out for the birds that Poppy had, it must have fell, and Poppy had in her mouth, and it was all like melted and shoved and smeared into my bed. And I was like, oh, for God. So I had to get up and just change all the bed again. After me just changing the bed, I had to get up and change it. Oh, it was... That's what she does, stuff like that. Oh my God, a snake. See, Green Rose, do we have snakes in this country? I think we've got grass snakes, but we don't have like serious snakes. We don't. In fact, I was talking yesterday to Sophie about the snake that was in Disney World. It was our first time there, and I just thought, oh my God, their theming in this hotel is amazing, because it's all themed, And there was this snake like sitting, and the big lump in the middle of it. We were going to look at that. In fact, Sophie said she was going to clap it. She was going to clap this snake. We thought it was a pretend snake, and then it moved, and we realised, no, it's not, it's a real snake. So we had to tell the management, and they came with, how the leaf blowers? They came with one of them, only instead of it blowing, it sucked. And they sucked this bloody snake right up like that. Never seen anything like it in my life. There was a lot of firsts in Florida. There was a lot of things I had never seen, but wow. Wait and see this. How super cute is this? Look at this. Look. I wonder who this is for. I'll not put any spray on his clothes. I wonder whose clothes this might be. I think it might be our grandson's. So cute. Oh, he knows he's getting me wrapped in his bloody finger, that's for sure. He's starting to say words and all that as well. He can say purple. He's good at saying purple. He can say mama and all that. I'm sure he's trying to say granny. I keep saying it to him, but it's quite a hard word, isn't it? Granny. I'm going to work at that this week. So I probably won't be live again until my Saturday, because I am watching my wee grandson, and see if I've got the energy, I'll come on. But it's just I'm that busy there now. Like cute. Right, I'm not going to iron my knickers live. I'll still save you that spectacle. Like that with them. Yeah, see, Nanny, I've always just felt like a granny. I've always just felt like a granny. I'll see what he calls me. No, how sometimes they call you, they try and say something and they end up saying something else. Like Sophie was saying yesterday that one of her ex-boyfriends' wee niece calls Sophie Cece. Cece, she called Sophie. So we'll see what he calls us. I mean, whatever he wants to call me, he can call me. I don't mind. But he see when I collect from nursery, he comes running into my arms. Running. Oh my God, that's my grandson. Do you see him running into my arms? That's how much we love each other. It's the whole thing. So, yeah, so I've got him. And I sat and I watched The Wiggles. That's a new thing. We sit and watch The Wiggles. It's an Australian thing. Do you know who's on it as well? My heart goes out. Steve Irwin. What a good man Steve Irwin was. I mean, see, when you think it, when that man passed away, every single person all around the world have said, what a great guy Steve Irwin is. What a shame. Oh, Green Rose, I'm the lucky one to have him. I'm the lucky one. He was just what I ordered. Amanda cooked him just nice for me. Poor Steve Irwin. But in The Wiggles, they've got a lot of things with Steve Irwin, like songs. Big Steve Irwin. They've got dances with him and stuff like that. What a shame. That poor man. All that time with crocodiles, and it was a stingray that it just shows you we're all in a line, and when you're teased out, you're teased out. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Everybody goes at the right time. What a depressing thing for me to be talking about, but poor Steve Irwin. And his daughter's got a wee baby and all that now. And they still look after the animals. But yeah, we watch The Wiggles a lot. In fact, see, even when he's sleeping. No, I'm going to tell you something that's absolutely true. The other day when we were watching this programme, right, and this girl, she was doing like paint, like putting paint on bits of paper and then using a straw and blowing the paint so it made a funny pattern. And then she made it into monsters. So she was drawing eyes on that, and I was thinking, that's a good monster, that. And then there was a blob, and I thought, oh, I wonder what kind of monster she'll do for that one. And at that, Amanda had said to me, Mum, that's me home if you want to bring Xander home. So I took him home and I came back, and I was sitting in my bed doing my knit, and I thought, I wonder what monster she done. Do you know, I put it on. I'm in my bed, and I had to put it on just to see what monster she made this blob out. I couldn't sleep until I knew what monster it was. So there you are, sitting watching kids programmes myself. Pure drawn into it. That's how kids love the kind of shows. Drawn into it, that I had to find out what kind of monster she made. And she made one with 3 eyes. I thought, that's a good monster. Craziness. Oh, the stuff you get up to. But there's glitters probably everywhere, but we had great fun with the glitter. So I say, he thought it was sand. He was mashing it like that with his handy and everything like that. I did take pictures of him doing the presents for everyone. The only thing is, he's done one for his granddad, and his granddad hates glitter, but that's what he made. He made that for his granddad, so his granddad will just need to put it on his Christmas tree or something like that. That's what it's for. It's for a Christmas tree, so that every year we'll bring that out. That'll be his like first Christmas decoration. And then I don't know what we'll do next year, but we'll find something. I've got so many craft things in there. I can't wait until he's a bit older and we can get right into the crafting. I love these trousers because they're sparkly at the side. They've got sparkles. Sparkles and feathery and all that kind of stuff. I love sparkly things. What will we have? Lavender. We'll do our trousers lavender. I'll put these on Saturday because I'm with yous. I like to dress up for yous. Oh. Yeah, I'm glad my hair's back to its normal self. I just did not heal myself without my pink hair. And then my mum saying I look normal. I was like, oh my God. Normal? I don't want to look normal. I don't want to fit the norm. I want to be different. Yes, I wore them for Christmas. Nice and sparkly. I do love them. My sparkly trousers. I'll put them on Saturday. And then I might actually wear them when I go back to my astrology class. See, when I go to my astronomy class, I always wear my NASA tops and my SpaceX tops. That's what I wear. Just because I'm in the club. Do you know, it's great to be in amongst like a whole group of people that are just as passionate about space and NASA and stuff like that. It's just great because I probably bore my kids and stuff like that talking about it because they're not really interested. They know I am, but they're not interested. So I could go on and on and on about Elon Musk and stuff. Still waiting my rocket, Elon. When you make me my rocket? The Linda rocket, or with the blueberry. I'd be the Scottish blueberry. I'd be plugging my channel on the side of the rocket. Me too, Greenos. And see, look, there's more trousers with bleach. See, at first that took me out my comfort zone a bit. It did. Because I was going myself. I wasn't like going with MDL. So I was going myself to this group. And I thought, say I go and they're all like, look at you, get out. You know, I felt as if you're not qualified to be in the group. Away you go, something like that. So I pushed myself out my comfort zone to join the group. You know, and I'm weaning myself in. And at first, after like Space News and that, they say, is there any questions? And I would never ask a question. But see, now I'm like, I'll ask a question. Jenny, good morning. Jenny, good morning. And sometimes I think this question's going to sound stupid, but ask it anyway. And then we get some really intelligent like professors and stuff for like Glasgow University and things. Although a lot of them it goes over my head. You know, see when they start getting into the Einstein equals MC square and all this kind of stuff, I'm lost. That's it. I'm gone. I'm like drawing matchstick men in my book, pretending to take notes and stuff like that. You know, writing my name fancy. Like I do enjoy it. It gets me out on a Friday, and as I say, it gets me in amongst people that like the same. And then I can tell you, mind we found out about the poor cosmonauts that were up there. Now I would have never known that there was cosmonauts trapped up in the space station. Only I went there. Oh, I know, Greenrose, the alien thing. See, I would be dead scared. I'd be dead scared because see my dad, you know, I don't know what the hell's. I don't know what my dad's watched, right? But they've obviously watched something, and you know, I've always said, right, aliens have been here. They've been here for thousands of years. If they were going to harm us or anything, they'd have done it by now, right? So my dad's read something somewhere that aliens are harvesting us. Aye, that this is the planet. And they're harvesting us for food, right? I know it sounds stupid, my poor dad. And I'm going, and my dad's going, read it up. This is what they're doing. And I'm looking, I'm going, Dad, that's science fiction, Dad. And he's going, no, it's no science fiction. I'm going, Dad, that is. They're no doing it. And he's going, aye. So they know I'm trying to convince them That's not happening. I mean, do you know MD that's like, aye, they took them for food. But I don't know what the hell he's been reading something, obviously. But it's been a science fiction thing, but he's took it as fact. Like, Dad, they're not doing it. Aye, they're. So, aye. And my wee mum yesterday, oh, see, my heart aches. My poor mother, I don't even know what to say, because see when I'm talking to her every day, it's like a wee bit less and a wee bit less of her. But she chipped her front tooth. She took a bit out of front tooth, and I'm talking, it was like a huge bit out of front tooth. She can't remember how she done it, right? She can't mind how she done it, but a big thing out of tooth. And I was like, oh my God. And she went to the dentist, and I was thinking, they're not going to be able to fix that. Listen, you want to see it? Perfect. You would never know in a million years that tooth was like all chipped like that. I don't know how he managed it. Thank you, Green Nose. See, I wouldn't mess with Ouija boards, Green Nose. See, I like the ghost hunting and stuff like that, but there's some things I wouldn't touch, because I do believe in dark forces and things like that. And don't forget, my house was haunted, so I do know that there's a spirit world. I wouldn't mess with it. I would not even, I wouldn't have a Ouija board in my house. No, I would not have a Ouija board in my house even. See if somebody gave me a Ouija board as a gift, I would be putting it straight out in the back. I wouldn't have it. It's bad karma. It's bad, it's bad feeling with it. I would not have it. But ghost hunting is fine. Like, me and my brother, we enjoy it. He's going to bring down that wee meter thing when they come down for the night. I like all that, but I don't interfere. We don't interfere with trying to make them appear. You know, we don't do that. We just let them be. I never mess with a Ouija board, never. Oh, did you go yesterday, Jenny? How did it go? How did it go? Yeah, we'll all have our fingers crossed. Fingers and toes. Fingers and toes crossed. Do you know, see, this wee top's got pink dye on it. Everything that I own has got some kind of stain on it. If it's no bleach, it's like hair dye. Look, see my pink hair dye? No, you think a normal person would say, do you know what, I'm going to do my hair, I better put an old top on. I'm like, no, I'll not get it on the top. I won't get it on my top. Not always do. But listen, this is a nice wee cool top. I'll wear it. It's washed and it's clean. Oh, we'll have our fingers crossed, Jenny. We'll have our fingers crossed for you. Exciting. I remember when I went for my interview with for the Mizuno, for the golf club company, and it was like, oh, I would love this job, you know, in a brand new factory and the Japanese and everything like that. And I was like, oh my God. And I hadn't heard anything for a good week, and I was like, I never got it, you know, they were obviously looking for something else. And then I get the letter through the door, and see when I opened it and they said I'd got the job, oh my God, I was dancing in my bedroom. I still stayed with my mum and dad at the time, you see. I was dancing in my bedroom, it was wonderful. But life happens, and I was hoping to go to Japan and all that, that's where I was going to be going. And my health just deteriorated fast, so what can you do? Plod on, I suppose. I had my big moon boot on yesterday. My leg was killing me. I don't know what the hell I've done there. Is that going to collapse? It might be alright. So I had my moon. I was wearing my moon boot yesterday. It's not as bad today. But sometimes it gets sore as if I'm walking on the metal. I mean, I know I'm walking in metal because I've got the metal pole, but it was so sore yesterday. And I was thinking to myself, I've got this moon boot on. The grandson must be like, what the hell is this game, Granny? What is this game you're playing? Put him in the moon boot, get a picture. It's funny when they do things and you're like, oh, you're grabbing your phone immediately to take pictures. I need evidence. He does that. The dancing though, oh my God. The dancing, I know, I love the dancing. He's a great wee dancer. He moves his whole body like that. Funny how kids just instinct know how to dance. Like, always look his granny eyes, look, he's got the moves, busting shapes. I'll need to teach him to rave. I'll need to get him a wee whistle and a glow stick. For his Halloween. He can go as a raver. Halloween this year, it's going to be so good. So good. But Green Rose and Here's My Tingle Pink, I know that he's only feeling the best, but listen, you have some dark days, but the best days of your life might be in the future, might be in a couple of weeks. In a couple of weeks' time, it may be the best time of your whole life. So we've just got to think about things like that and keep going, keep going. Yes, do you know what I could do? I've got the lovely wee projector that's in my bedroom, and it projects sea animals in space in my bedroom. I could do a wee video like that and we could read a book, because I've got loads of wee books. Do you know what? I'll do that on Saturday, Green Rose, right? That'll be one of my videos. I'll do that on Saturday and we'll read a wee book. And I might, do you know what else? While I'm at it, I might do a caring friend. I might do a caring friend video where I put he's in my bed. So he'll be in my bed and he's only well and I'm going to look after he's and I'm going to give you soup and all the rest of it and a wee magazine and things. So I think that's what I'll do. That'll be my 3 videos, my makeup video, a book reading video and a caring friend video. So I'll do that on Saturday and that'll be good, some good content, I think. I love my Saturdays. Saturdays are awesome for me. For the minute I open my eyes to the minute I go to bed, apart from that bad Saturday with that. Do you know he is still liking all my pictures? See if he's going to my Facebook and see my pictures, he's still liking all my pictures, this guy. I've not blocked him, you see. Still like my cheek. Cheeky, he stood me up. I can't believe it. Honestly, the cheeky some people, I've never liked any of his pictures since. Oh, we were laughing, me and Sophie this morning, we were laughing about, remember Tahoe at the petrol station? Why do I get myself in these kind of situations? Swipe up. I like your style. Aye. Can I have your phone number? But no, you can. Green Rose, he's still liking all my pictures. Isn't that weird? And I had words. I said, I was asking him, are you actually a scammer? Is that what this is? Because it feels like it. I'm still waiting on Carolyn. Carolyn, my wee investigator, she's doing a bit of investigating for me. I've still not heard from her, so. And I gave her pictures of him, so she knows she's got pictures of him, and she's going to do a bit of investigating. Because that's just no right, treating somebody like that. I've been speaking to him for about a year. Terrible. It's just me. It's just me. I know, Green Rose, there's something just no right, isn't there? You know how it's just something no right. I can't put my finger on what it is, but it's something no right. And no even an apology or anything like that, or nothing. I've got my house was always tidy on a Saturday, but I had blue loo and all that in the toilet. I had all my wee lights gone and everything. Wasted. Ah, well. At least I've got yous, honestly. At least I've got yous I can talk to and stuff. Shenanigans. Aye. So I'm getting through this. I'm doing not too bad. I'll put this one on Saturday, my wee. I love this bedding. It's very appropriate for autumn. isn't it? I'll put this one on. And it smells nice. This will be on Friday. I'll put this on. For me and Poppy. Poppy's my bed buddy. This is a Green Rose. What's for you won't go by you. That's I don't know if it's a Glasgow phrase or a world phrase, but that's what we say. What's for you will not go by you. Just meaning you get what you're meant to be getting. I mean, as I say, there was one time when I was a wee girl and I was upset because we couldn't go into the Isle of Bute because the sea was so rough, the ferries were called off. And I remember crying, and I think it was my granddad at the time said that was for you, it won't go by you. Meaning you could go on a boat and it might sink. So, and as you say, it's maybe God's way of just telling you. Although I feel guilty because I'm talking to God a lot, and every time I'm talking to him, I'm asking him for something. You know, that's the way I feel, and I apologise. He knows me. Ah, see. Yeah, wisdom. And sometimes you're wrapped up in things that you can't see the red flags. Now, I watch these programmes with catfish and stuff like that, right? I watch these programmes. A lot of them are like crazy. Like people have been sending like, see, as soon as he asked me for money, that was it. I was like, oh. That was it. As soon as he asked me for money, as if I've got any. Look, I don't know what's going on, but Fabergé keeps sending me stuff, and I'm like, Fabergé? Do you know who I am? You sending me your brochure for? Fabergé. No, I'm dripping in Fabergé stuff. Do you know, I might send them a wee thing saying, if you want to send me something, I'll make you a 10-minute video. How about that, Fabergé? Me going about in my neck of the woods, Fabergé and all of that. Oh, what the hell's going on? Aye. Some of the ads you get on Facebook though, you're like, what the hell is that device? I remember getting one and it was a jewel for a cat's bum. You put, there's a wee bit of string and you put the string around the cat's tail, right? The bottom of the cat's tail. So it comes down and it shields their bum with a jewel. Now, I can only imagine putting that in Flashy. She's not going to be happy with anything dangling for her tail. I know, Green Rose, I know. I do, I pray every night I pray, and during the day I say prayers as well. I talk to him when I'm driving. I talk to God when I'm driving sometimes, when it's just me and him. I know, do you know, and sometimes I think you've just been treated bad and you just feel as if that's what you deserve. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but sometimes I feel as if that's I just deserve that. That's what I deserve. And then when I've got a mind like this, I'm thinking that's not what I deserve. But sometimes you're just too close to stuff that you just cannot see. You can't see it at the time. But look, I'm glad I've got yous as well, because yous give me good advice and stuff and help me. Thank God my flamingo top is all crushed to hell. What's happened to it? A gentleman. I've never had a gentleman. As I say, that's very rare in my neck of the woods as a gentleman. That's very, very rare. I mean, guys used to say, grab your jacket, your pull, which is grab your jacket, I'm having you. Grab your jacket, your pull. Look at that's romance here in my neck of the woods. Taking you down to the Dovecot, as I say, many people have lost their virginity down there. Why we're in where Mary, Queen of Scots, you know, it's so romantic stuff. Take people to Wallace's monument. And a bit of romance there. That's it outside. But do you know, that drove me crazy when I went doing that, doing all these smashed bottles. There's no need for that. Take your garbage with you when you go out. I don't understand how people could just dump. I pick, see if I'm out there in my car and there's garbage all flying about, I pick it up and put it in my bin, even though it's not my rubbish. I had to go out, somebody was smashing my bottle over the road. And kids and pensioners and dogs and all the rest that go there. So I went over my wee shovel and stuff like that and cleaned it up. Neds. Yes, I know, Green Rose. I pray for all of you as well that things all work out. Well, I'm getting there. Get a wee bit more bedding. Not so much of my son's stuff, mostly mine this time. So guys, I'm going to go and I might be back. I don't know when I'll be back to see you again, but I'll be back on Saturday and we've got these 3 videos I'll do. But listen, I'm always here if you need me, get me on Facebook or whatever. And don't ever think that you're sitting there alone, you've got nobody to talk to, because I'm always here. And that weird Jenny, red flags immediately. I'm a broke bitch, I've not got money. Even if I did though, I wouldn't be sending it to him. That's just not right, eh? I hate to ask you, he said. I don't think you hate to ask me, because here you are doing it. Crazy. Oh my God, crazy stuff. Anyway, I've blown a while, haven't I? Yes. I love you all very, very much, and I hope you have a lovely Wednesday. And I'll be back whenever I'm back to see you. And as I say, you're never alone, I'm always here. I'm going to give us a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.